It's nice, isn't it? What the nicest part is? There's no people. Hi, I'm Carl, and this is episode 0 of a channel which I think we're going to call Hermit with Wi-Fi. Got to give all my props out to Tom and Sherry Kennemore from Enjoy the Journey Life to push me to do this. I don't want to edit. I don't want to this. I just want to walk around outside, have a chat. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through weather. It's March 12th, and the temperature is 63 degrees. As you can see from where I am, sun's out, lots of birds, everything's nice. We may be coming back here from time to time because I really like it back here. I think we're going to do a joke. Thank you, Boondocking with Dennis. The joke is, a man comes home with a beagle puppy, and his wife goes, "What are you doing with that mongrel?" Oh, more Canadian geese. And he says, "It's not a mongrel, this is a purebred beagle. He's got papers and everything." She says, "Oh, well, what's his name?" He says, "The dog's name is Great Reluctance. And I am going to take him everywhere with us. So every time I go somewhere with you, I will go with great reluctance." And she hit him with the waffle iron. Dennis, if you're not laughing, you're not living. All right, let's get down to the serious stuff. We take a look around. Not bad for early March. Yeah, well, yeah. Before we get started, let's go over to the lake. There we go. Let's take a look again because those birds are making a lot of noise. You see them all the way out there? Right there. Boy, they're making a lot of noise, which is kind of cool. All right, today's chat is about involvement. You know, getting involved in something or with other people. Put your hands in. You know what I mean? That whole being right there with somebody or with somebodies. And, you know, when I was a kid, you know, it was the right thing to do. You know, shovel the old lady's walkway for snow. You have some extra apples. Make your neighbor an apple pie. You know, these were the right things to do. And they were good. Okay, well, where are we going? Go that way. We can go that way. That way. I think we can go this way. So what did we do? You know, we did those things. And there was, you know, we felt selfless. Made us feel good. There was a lot of gratitude going on, right? Maybe they'll do something nice back. You know. Well, we're in 2021 now. And you make an apple pie for somebody, hand it off to them. 2 days later, come back and bang on your door. And they start screaming, they have a bellyache over it. Or you get lawsuit papers, pain and suffering, emotional distress. You know, all because you did something for somebody else out of the goodness of your heart. So you got to pay for it. So I want to ask the question. Maybe the answer is don't get involved. You know, take care of your own stuff. Let somebody else take care of theirs. For all, they can do it, can't they? Uh-oh, wait a second. We got a little problem here. Yeah. How are we going to get around that? Guess we're going to have to go over Big Muddy. Hang on. Before we get back to our conversation. Hang on, we're jumping. All right, we made it. Hang on. Camera's going to jump because I'm jumping. Ready? And we made it. Not making it far, but we made it. Look at that. That's cool. Hang on a second before we get back into our philosophical conversation. as I pull the rose bush off of my leg. Let's go look at that. That's kind of cool. I think that's cool. I'm doing the Rusty and Dennis thing. I think it's cool. Bridge out for repairs. Bridge out, use alternate route. Guess it would have been nice if the sign was over there instead of over there. Welcome to 2021. Anyway, what were we saying as we get used to the big muddy over here? Yeah, we'll go this way. It's not muddy over here. So let's talk about getting involved. You know, you make this choice to do that. Whatever that is. And that's all on you. And given that everybody's offended and a victim, did you really want to do that? That's a toughie. Really, it's up to the individual, not to me. The only thing I can say is, if you choose to get involved, you have to accept the consequences of getting involved. Sometimes those consequences are great. Sometimes they stink. Really depends on the person in the organization you decide to get involved with. Oh, that's nice. Hang on a second. I know it's a little bit of a squirrel. I think that's how our channel is going to go today. Look at that. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Look at that little bridge. Back to trail 2. Kind of half marked. And that's not bad. That's not bad. But back to our conversation. You know, if you choose to get involved, put your hands in, your effort, your time, your money, your energy, your soul, you have a negative outcome. You got to remember, that's yours. You got some personal accountability there. You have to say, oh, yeah, I decided to do that, so I decided I got to take this. Now, sometimes it's going to be great. Sometimes you're going to do really good. It's going to kick. It's going to be fantastic. And sometimes it's not. And given the state of people in 2021, I'm going to put my my money or my cryptocurrency, depending on how you look at it, into probably not. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. Look at that. See, another little bridge. Look, we got this going on here. Right? That's the end of the trailhead. Goes off in that direction toward the houses. But these are condos. Sorry, these are condos. So this is cutting in the back of where I was. And remember, undisclosed locations. And this goes this way. So this kind of goes back to where we were going. Back toward the big lake. So let's go this way. Oh, that's nice. Look at this. Zoom in on that. Isn't that pretty? Dennis, you better be liking this. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. So we're going to go back this way. You know, see all the runoff, everything else there. And it's springtime. See, it's going to get cold by the end of this week. I'm missing that because I got the windows open. You know, so this idea is like, I stole this from Jim from the Dogman Chronicles, because he just walks around outside and takes pictures. So he kind of inspired me. Thanks, Jim. So back to our conversation. As you can see, the trail markings they're pretty well done. It's pretty good. So back to the conversation. Conversation is obligation, involvement. You know, if you get involved, you know, who's that going to help? Otherwise, who's this going to hurt? You know, these are not questions when I was a tadpole we ever had to ask. And now, in the time and the space I'm in with the people I'm surrounded by, these are big questions. Could an apple pie cost you your house? Maybe. That's not so good. You know, just the general stress of getting involved. It makes you complicit in the problem. Or the solution. Depends on what it is. Hang on, we're going to come out here. Check this out. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Look at that. That's pretty. Look at that. Look at that. It's the other half of the lake we were sitting in. So we're going to go back. Follow the trail back this way. You know, nice little stroll. Nothing hard. No real elevation on this walk. Just a simple stroll. I took the kids out earlier. The dogs are asleep now. So now we're doing this. We get some time to ourselves. So, but back to involvement. Isn't it sad that you can't do that anymore? Man, it was always great when you could help another person, give them a thank you. You know, I appreciate you. I'm thinking of you. I want to make sure you're okay. And now we're in a place where we're going to be careful, very careful, that what we say or what we do may come back to bite us in the butt. You know, the old saying from some of our other friends: the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And my question is to you and everybody else who's listening: if you get in the car, you turn the key, you run it, and you end up in it's hot, you can't blame anybody for driving you there. You did that. When you could have taken a look and went, nah, I'm not doing that. I mean, this is, we're living in a society where everything is so risk averse that people are bandaging their heads in case they get their heads hit. I like a different approach. I like looking at the situation, the person, or the organization, and making that decision that I'm going to get involved. And also understanding that I have to own that involvement. A little marshy there. So I'm going to ask each and every one of you who's listening to me, which might be zero. When you think about putting your hands in, think about your safety. Think about, you don't put your hands into a spinning machine. You don't put your hands into something that could hurt you. You're the most important person to you. You always will be, because you're with yourself every day. And as my sainted mother used to say, if you don't take care of yourself, who will? Isn't that great? Look at that water. Dennis, man, that's for you, brother. And yes, that is a man-made pond. I'm not telling anybody where I am. Just it's a man-made pond. So I guess my closing remarks are, you're not dealing with sane people. You're not dealing with real people. Very small amounts. These people are real and sane and smart. Okay? Be very careful where you put your hands, where you put your attention, where you put your energy. There are hordes of people out there They want to do nothing but find a problem. They want to hurt you. Because they themselves are the hurt people, not you. Careful who you talk to. Careful what you say. Careful what you do. Know the person or the organization before you make the decision to get involved. The life you save might be your own. You guys are too important to get hurt because some fluoride stare maniac is looking to sharpen their axe because they feel bad about themselves. You need to take care of yourself. You need to be careful. There was an old saying, keep your circle small. That kind of makes sense. I would say keep your involvement to the lowest amount and the highest quality you can. Again, the life you save might be your own. It's a little bit of a downer, so we'll go off this. Check this out. Check this out. Look at that. Dennis, more birds. Yeah, those are Canadian geese. They're like inland seagulls, as you know, because you're from Philly. We got some rocks here. Some rocks here. We got a bridge. Semi-fixed bridge. Right? Check that out. Look at those big houses. Yeah. They probably feel lucky, especially this guy with the dock and everything else. Yeah. I think he's stuck. I think he's trapped. But again, this is a man-made lake. So you got it over here. And we're going to swivel back and we're going to show you over here. Right? Goes right underneath the pipe. Floats out this way. Look, there it is. There it is. There's the exit. You can head on down if you want. We're not heading on down. What we are is we're heading out. Okay? Be good to yourself. Be good to everybody else. Careful who you're good to. Careful where you get involved. Remember, you're important. And you don't need to be hurt for doing the right thing. It's not the right way. All right. Russ RVer, hope this was pretty good for you too. And Rusty, I think you might like it. All right. This is Hermit with Wi-Fi. And we're heading that way. Toward the people. Be good.